It became official October 29th when a judge ruled full liquidation on TCI Bank Limited. And after that final decision, Acting Governor Mark Capes, in a release, said the government has asked the Financial Services Commission to conduct a review of FSC's oversight of TCI Bank and the circumstances that led to the application for a court order to place the bank into provisional liquidation. The review, which is being conducted at board level, is nearing completion and will be submitted to the governor shortly. This didn't come off as a good idea for the Consultative Forum. According to a release from the Consultative Forum, the sudden closing of TCI Bank on April 9th caused considerable anxiety amongst Turks and Caicos Islanders, not only about the reasons why, but also, most importantly, about the fate of our hard-earned savings. The release said, quote, "Regrettably, the Consultative Forum had no power to affect the closing of the bank or subsequent negotiations to rescue it. It does have the power, however, to demand an accounting on every aspect of this national tragedy from the principals involved. And with all due respect to the interim administration's CEO, a review by the Financial Services Commission of its own failure of oversight, if not culpability, in this regard is hardly reassuring. The findings of such a review are bound to be dismissed as a whitewash or worse, a cover-up," end quote. So the forum is now inviting all those involved to appear before them in an open hearing to address concerns and hopefully allay fears. According to the release, with the backing of the Governor and Attorney General, Mr. Joseph Connolly, auditor of the TCI Bank and NIB, Mr. Irvin Quelch, chairman of the NIB, Mr. Kenneth Higgins, managing director of the FSC, Mr. Norman Hamilton, chairman of TCI Bank, and Mr. Kika Varakis, liquidator, Deloitte & Touche, have all been invited to appear at a special hearing on Tuesday, November 23, 2010, at 10 a.m. The said persons were also asked to ensure that the Consultative Forum receives their updated curriculum vitae by the end of business last Friday, November 12, 2010. The forum further added that it clearly falls to others to determine whether anyone involved in this national tragedy is guilty of any wrongdoing. In the meantime, however, we believe the people of the TCI have a right to have these witnesses addressed in a forthright and transparent manner. The facts and the circumstances surrounding the formation and failure of the TCI Bank, the appointment of Deloitte & Touche as provisional liquidators, and the reasons why none of the offers to rescue the bank was accepted, just to name a few. The Consultative Forum is uniquely positioned to honor this right, and we intend to do so zealously. News 4 will continue to follow this developing story. For WIV4 News, I'm Takara Bain.